welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
First-time Olympian, which that's a pretty big deal.
Absolutely. I'm excited, man. I've dreamed about this my whole life, to have the opportunity to play for Team USA. And when I played in college, I thought that was the last time I ever put on the USA jersey. So to be here is special.
Is it too early in the process to have an idea or a conversation with Coach K about what exactly is expected in terms of role and position for you, which is always different at the international level?
One thing Coach K said is, he wants everybody to be themselves. Be who you are, and everything will just come together. You don't have to try to be mistake-free. You don't have to try to be someone you're not. Just come out and play basketball, be who you are, and it'll all come together.
Well, Draymond, looking at this summer, you got a chance to, you lost the championship, and then now you get a chance to turn the page. How have you approached this as far as physically? Do you take some time off? Do you continue to work? Because I know that's got to be a battle. Do you go harder, or do you try to lighten up because it's been such a long year for you? Well, basically a long 2 years.
I took a week and a half off, gave my body a little chance to bounce back. It wasn't much, but I know I wanted to come in here in pretty good shape. Obviously, you have to come in tip-top shape because we still got about 3 weeks, to get to that point. But I wanted to come in here in pretty good shape and, continue to get better. A lot of people we didn't win, but a lot of people are going to be gunning for us next year with the addition of KD. So I know that, I understand that, and I want to be even better than I was last year.
And Draymond, talking about KD, we'll imagine we'll see the three of you guys, you, Clay, and KD on the court here for USA Basketball. But for your Warriors team, just the excitement that you have, getting a chance to bring him to a pretty good team what you guys have done thus far.
It's special, man. I'm excited about it. Like the season that we had last year, it was great. But then you add one of the best players in the world, like that don't happen every day. And so just to add that, man, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really tough to guard us, but I didn't say that.
Draymond, Grant's been sitting here. They got Coach K and a lot of Duke guys been walking over, but I just wanted to let him know and everybody. We got a few Spartans around here. We have Draymond. We got Denzel, Gary here. So, just want you to get a chance to see what this guy from Michigan State did, Grant, and Draymond to get a chance to talk about some of the Spartans, how they played this summer.
Hey, those guys. Denzel shot the ball bad last night. And when you can step up and hit the 2 shots that he hit, that just shows you how you cut and where you're from. So for him to do that was big. And then Adrian Payne was the reason the Timberwolves was in the game. So Spartans, we do pretty good at this basketball thing.
Hey, man, I didn't get recruited, man. Judd didn't recruit me, man. They had a guy named Steve Smith there. I couldn't,
Judd didn't recruit me either. Tom did. Judd didn't do any recruiting back then.
Dre, it's well documented. You've got the legal case you're facing, a court proceeding on Thursday. But you made a point to speak to the team, your teammates here yesterday. Why was that important to you?
Because, when you look at this team, we came together, I think it was June 27th. And within that time frame, the incident happened. I'm a part of this team. And so I feel like I owe it to those guys, to apologize, to let them know, where I stand and, where my head is at. Because, obviously I'm a part of the Warriors. I'm a part of the Warriors organization. But right now, I am a part of this team. And I think it was very important for me to let them know I distracted this team. But I won't be a distraction for this team. I'll make sure everything is handled and everything is right, and my head is here with them.
Congratulations on making the squad. That's a huge deal. This is the toughest team on the planet to make.
It is. Thank you.
And you were one of those 12. Continued good luck this summer.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
The head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, now running the select team, Greg Popovich. What has this experience been like for you here the first couple days?
It's been busy. It's been fulfilling. It's been a great learning situation. We got a lot of players here, as you know, both between the select team and the Olympic team. So, being with all the coaches, with Coach K and his staff, and my staff with the select team, talk great basketball, learn a lot of stuff. Secondly, get to know all these players a little bit more closely. What do they like? What makes them smile? What makes them tick? What do they like with each other? What kind of teammates might they be? All that sort of thing. So it's just fun to be around them and watch them and to learn all that. And then lastly, dinners in Vegas are great.
Yeah, I've heard something about that. But you do look refreshed and relaxed, a little less stressful environment than the normal day job.
Yeah, you know, for right now, there's no winning or losing. Just practicing and trying to do what we can as the select team to get the Olympic team ready. It's a tall order. You know, that gold medal they've been winning here for 10 years is not easily won. It takes a lot of work, and USA Basketball with Jerry and Coach K has done a great job in setting a tone, building a culture, creating a pipeline where it just has been flowing. But it's not just roll out the ball. It takes a hell of a lot of work, and I can see it with my own eyes how complicated this all is.
Beyond just coaching and learning the future of USA Basketball as you've been doing, what else goes into the transition process as Coach K hands over the reins to you after this Olympics?
Well, it's not going to be like cut and dry. At least I hope not. You know, you think about what he's done for the last decade with this, and I would be a real fool to just say, okay, I'm going to go do it my way now, or I'm going to go do this. Sure, we're all different people, but I'm going to drain him. I'm going to squeeze every bit of info out of him that I possibly can. If he tried to just move too far away from it, I'd pull him right back. But I don't think he's going to go real far. He loves this program. He's been such a huge part of it. Hopefully he'll continue and be an integral part of what goes on.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask about one of your new players who we'll see on the international scene in Pau Gasol. What are you expecting out of him, and what maybe can you lend intel yet to the USA team?
Yeah, I've never coached him, so Tommy Thibodeau will have to do that. So since he's one of Coach K's assistants, he can give him all the info he needs. I'm telling him about Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. I'm selling them both out.
Well, you did a great job a couple days ago with Tim Duncan. He'll have his day coming up here in a few days. Do you expect him to get emotional? What do you think we'll see from him?
That's a great question. Timmy doesn't do that very often. He'll feel it. He'll feel it. It'll be very interesting to see how emotional he does get. It's a lonely feeling without him, though, I'll tell you. You know, when you've been with somebody 20 years, first of all, that sounds ridiculous. I can't imagine that really happened. But we know what time does for us. But at this point, I just got to get used to not having him around as part of the culture and his professionalism, his humor. The days that he was totally tired of me and wished that he was playing someplace else for sure. I'll miss all of that. I really will.
Do you think there's any chance you'll ever be able to get him to come back and speak to your teams or use some of that wisdom he had with being with you for so many years?
You know, I think in some way, shape, or form he'll be around. I'm not sure how much he's going to want to do that, but it's an open door. He can do whatever he wants. And anything he says to the team will always be on a personal basis. There's not going to be any room and any podium or any speech, you know, anything like that. He'll just do it his own way by walking around and touching people.
Well, Coach, I must say this worked out quite differently than the last time we spoke, so I want to thank you.
But that was at the end of a quarter, wasn't it?
No, that was the first day of training camp.
Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Pop, best of luck this week.
You too.
Let's go to dinner sometime.
Okay, we will. Do you drink wine?
You know, whatever you're buying.
Okay, because if you don't drink wine, you're not invited.
I'll be there tonight. See you. Okay. Yeah, the guys were just talking about the new squad you guys got in Chicago, the work you're putting in here. First, let's talk about this experience for you and getting to play with all these great players. What do you take out of it?
Just that I get to play with the greatest players in the world, a few of them at least. Just, you know, watching them work on their game and compete. I think that's big for me. I think that's big for us. It is making you go out there and play like they play to get on a level that they're on.
How much can this actually translate, though? What can you learn from this experience and take back to the Bulls with you?
That you're here for a reason. You're a really talented basketball player. Basically, what this does for me, probably for everybody else, it just gives you confidence, knowing you get to represent your country at the top of your craft. So moving forward, you just know that you belong.
Have you had some communication with Dwayne Wade yet?
Yeah, talked to him a couple of times, talked to everybody. Doug and Denzel over there on the other court, so obviously I get to see them. But yeah, I've talked to a little bit of everybody. I just want to know my guys.
What are the big things that you're trying to create, whether it's culture-wise or style of play, when you have these conversations?
just try to get everybody to understand how hard you have to play every night. I think we all want to win, but even whenever we're not playing the best, if you play hard, I think that can cover up a lot of mistakes, and it takes care of a lot of things just by going hard every possession on both ends of the floor.
What does a guy like a Dwayne Wade and his championship pedigree and the greats that he's played with and the international game he's played, what can that do for your squad?
Teach us how to win, what it takes to win, whether it's taking care of your body, the work you have to put in, how you got to study film, how you got to know your teammates. He knows about all of that. Same thing with Rondo. I think that's a big thing. Obviously, they're talented, but I think that's one of the big things for me that it's going to help me with is the fact that they really know how to win because they've done it before.
Jimmy, you're putting in a lot of hard work here. We appreciate you joining us. Best of luck here with USA Basketball.
Appreciate you.